I need help with the last one.
Hi everybody, how are you? Happy Monday. So nice to see you all again. Thanks for joining in. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jackie G and I'm with Gwartzman's Art Supplies. We're located on Spadina Avenue in the two best areas I think in Toronto, between Kensington Market and Chinatown. If you have any questions about any of the items that I'm chatting about today, please contact us. You can reach us at info@gwartzmans.com. Of course, I always love seeing anyone in our store. We have a really wonderful space. We've been in this building about 75, actually not even about, we've been in this building 75 years. So it does have a lot of history in the artist community, and I always love chatting with all of you about what you're doing, what you have been doing, art materials, artists going to the art galleries. It's always great to catch up. So I wanted to tell you about some things that have been going on, things that are coming up, and let you know about some interesting product that you may or may not see when you're in the store. Of course, when you come in, I am standing by a very old glass cabinet that actually is from the original Eaton's stores, for those of you that remember Eaton's. If you ever have a chance, Philip, who's one of our new employees, has redone it, reset it up. It is absolutely beautiful, and it would be great for you to come in and just see the lovely arrangement that he's showing and showcasing a lot of our products. Today I have a few things I want to tell you about, and of course there's always news and views and all those kind of things. So first I wanted to tell you we are having a sale right now. It's called our Best of Brands sale. And what we decided to do was to showcase some of the products that you may or may not be using already. And it includes some of the items that I have put out. We'll try and pan it. We're trying something different with our camera angles. So if you don't get to see it, they are on our website and also in store. So the discount is 15% off these Best of Brands. And they include Michael Harding, R&F, Roman Small, Winsor & Newton oils, artist oils, Winsor & Newton watercolors. Sorry, I went blank for a second. We also have Daniel Smith. We have Cobra water mixable oils for someone who isn't ready to get into using the solvents and mediums with oil paints. We do have the Cobra oils on sale, and also our own brand. For those of you that don't know, we do make our own brand of acrylics. They are available in 120 ml tubes and in jars. The jars go from a 250 ml all the way up to liters. They are made for us here in Canada, and we are really, really proud of it. Liquitex acrylics, golden acrylics are all included. And also for those of you that don't know, I've also included the Georgian Oils. Now we have a lot of professional brands that are included here. Georgian is a mid-range oil paint, and the reason I included it is because we have a big, long history with the Rowney products. It's probably one of the first oil paints that we stocked here when we began in art materials so long ago, and it's a brand that we've always been behind. So I wanted to include that just because of the history that we've had with the product. If you're looking for a really good oil paint in a mid-range, it is not considered artist quality. I would never say it is, but it is an excellent mid-range. It's one of the larger tubes that they make, which is a 225 mil. It's been around for 150 years. You can't go wrong with that kind of history. Those are included in our sale as well. So this is a best of brands. It is on for this week only. This does not feature all of the brands that we stock, but we did carefully choose a number of them that we do have here. Gives you a chance to try a pigment that you haven't tried before, a brand that you've been thinking about. We're probably going to do this with a few different products that we carry. This was just as a new way of an introduction for any of the artists and consumers that are interested in something new. Last week, in case you missed it, it is on our IGTV. I had a live chat with Scott Stevenson from Daniel Smith. It was last Wednesday. And we had such a great time. It's so nice to be able to talk to someone from our industry and allowing you to hear about how the product is made and what goes into it. This was to talk mostly about pigments because that's really, Daniel Smith is all about that. And in case you missed it, again, please check it out. This is leading up to World Pigment Day, which is next week. There's lots of stuff online about it. I think it's fantastic. In case you don't know, we carry all kinds of pure pigments that are loose. We'll probably do a couple photos about that so that you can see them. And you know, everything here has some kind of a pigment in it. It's just fascinating when you start to read the history of those pigments and what goes into making a lot of the paints, the liquids, the pastels even, you know, pens. Everything has some kind of a pigment that has gone into the making of it. So Scott was great, and I look forward to many more chats coming up with a variety of our suppliers. And I hope you'll get a chance to join us. They're usually at about 12 o'clock, so we'll always advertise and let you know ahead of time. So you will also notice that I am wearing a mask, and today is the first day that you are allowed to go shopping with no mask on in a store. So yes, of course, whenever you come into our store, you can be wearing a mask or you don't have to wear a mask. Staff here have the option, and it is up to any of them. It's their decision on whether they will be wearing a mask or not. And any of you coming in, it is certainly, again, your option, whether you'd like to be masked or not in our store. But we do look forward to seeing you when you do come in. I can't wait that we'll be opening up the doors. It always feels so great when we have the door open. What else I want to tell you? So there's a lot of new products. If you do get a chance to come in, I know online it doesn't show the same unless we post photos. We have a lot of new displays up. I don't know how the staff found room, but we did. So we do now have Schmincke on the floor. We have the watercolors and all the pastels. There are some sets that are out. It really is great. And RNF and caustic paints. Oh, yes, RNF and caustic and the RNF paint sticks. They're also part of our Best of Brand sale. I forgot to mention that. So the encaustics are now on display, and we'll be adding more of the mediums that we used to carry to our selection. That's going to be coming up. We'll probably have our video that we did with our very talented Claudia Mancola, who's one of our staff, talking about encaustics, and that will be up shortly. So now to some of the new things that I wanted to talk to you about, some things that you may not realize that we have. Firstly, we get excited about accessories. You can see that today I'm wearing a very bright scarf, and I actually have some of these pins that we just got in. We love supporting local talent, and some of you will know some of these artists. We just received this great selection of pins from Nestle. Any of you familiar with her? She is really a fantastic artist here in Toronto, and she makes these amazing pins. We were so excited to get them back into stock. She's just such a talent, and we really love her work. So these will be in the store and online. We wanted to show them to you right now this way is because they just look so great packaged like this. The other person that we just got in one of her additional lines again is Jackie Lee from the Secret Planet print shop, and she makes these very cool pins as well. We just think not only is her packaging amazing, just like Nestle, but they're really, really cute and really, really popular. So if you have any questions or you want to see them, again, they're going to be on our website. And okay. So I'm just going to put those down. I also wanted to talk a little bit about some of the cool things that I put out here, but I wanted to show you something that we brought in a while ago, and I'm not sure that everybody understands when they see it what you can actually use them for. So we brought in a line of tools from GM Tools, and it's a really, really interesting company. The owner is a sculpture artist himself. When we look at his catalog, he shows all the beautiful work that he does. And he came out with a whole cool line of tools, which is made for working with clay. But I always think that so many of our products cross over into so many different industries. And he came out with this line of these materials. So it's a roller, and it's got a pattern on it. So if I turn it over, the set comes with these 3 different patterns, which are really, really interesting. You can use this with acrylic. You could use it with your mediums. It's got silicone on it, so it's easy to clean. And, you know, if you want to create some interesting textures, this is just an easy way to do it. We have combs, all different types of combs. They're brightly colored. They look really nice. And as I say, it's for left-handed or right-handed, of course, because I am left-handed. And I just think it's just a really, really interesting line, GM Tools. The other product that I brought in, and I've been thinking about this for a long time, and he does make these to use with your, also, this is all to do with pottery and sculpture, but I thought this was a great idea for any artist that wants to be able to have more control over a fine line when they're working with paint. And you can see that there's, a small hole in this tube. These come in different sizes, and these are in kits. So it's just very easy to hold in the hand, just like that, and you would squeeze it. You fill it with your paint, and just have more control if you want to do writing and fine lines with it. There's different sizes. There are 2. So this one is I guess it's about 1 ounce, and this one is 3 ounces. See, so it's the same idea that you would be able to squeeze it. Once you fill it, your product would go inside here. And they say the consistency is about a thinner yogurt. So you can just imagine your paint just coming out in nice little lines. And they come in with the attachments like that so that you can get different textures from it. Just something a little bit different. You can check it out again. As I say, it's on our website. We have them in store. And that is from GM Tools. Kind of different. And of course you can use it for sculpture. I mean, there's no reason why not. But I just like to think that there's ways to cross over into something that's a little bit different. So I mentioned that we got in the Schmincke. It's all on display. We've gotten in also a couple other things. So I thought it would be kind of interesting to show you 3 companies that have now come out with new grounds, new ways to apply a surface to whatever you're going to be painting. Now, I know that we'll be doing more description and talking about it, but we got in these really cool mediums from Schmincke. And they make all these different grounds. So this is one that's transparent. This one here is a primer so that you can put it onto cardboard or wood. It's very, very cool. As I say, we haven't played with any of these quite yet, but I can't wait to let the staff go at it. And just so that you can create different surfaces for doing your watercolor. This one is also kind of neat. This one is like doing your mauling paste. And this creates a surface for any kind of, Michelle, what should I do?
It's not focusing.
Not focusing? Okay, so I'm just going to tell you because the camera's not picking it up properly. This is like, sealed, but this is just feels like modeling paste, so a lighter one that you would apply to your surfaces before you're going to put paint on it. Very interesting for working with watercolor. We have two more. Also, this one, just because I can't read it from the back, this one is also a modeling paste. So this is a lighter one, and then you have the heavier one. And this is just cool to create a surface for your painting. Makes it a little bit different than working with salt or any of the other items that we tend to add to our paint. We're going to try and focus on it for you just so that you can see them. Is that working better, Michelle? Okay. And of course, if you've ever worked with Daniel Smith also, they make these really interesting grounds for your watercolor before you apply your watercolor paint. You've got them in the pearlescent white, black, the tan color, or your canvas color, and of course white and transparent. Also very interesting as a primer for your paper that you're going to be working with. And new to the selection, and there's about 6 to 8 different colors, Michael Harding has also come out with a primer. And the whole idea for this is that you can apply it to your canvas on top of your gesso. It acts as an additional sealer to your product so that for you to work with your oils on top. I know that sometimes artists have had concerns where they find that the oil just it sinks in still too much with the gesso, and I know a lot of artists that add additional layers. Michael Harding has come out with colors. There's also a transparent, and of course the white, which is his original. These are now on our website. They're available in the 500 ml and liters. If you want to check out all the different colors that are available, we'll be doing a short video on it as well, just so that you can see how the application works. And I just think this is an interesting trend that we're seeing with a lot of our suppliers. So if it's something that you want to try and play with, I think it gives an extension to what we already do with our watercolors, how we work with them. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Watercolors, to me, have really made a comeback, and I just like the way these manufacturers are just seeing a new way to be able to apply the paint. And of course, we got in these new sets, which are also now available. These are the Granulation Sets from Schmincke. So if you want to check them out, we have several different kinds. I just grabbed a few off the shelf. All brand new in their granulation colors. All just came out recently, so as I say, it's very, very new. That's really the newest stuff. This is really the most interesting things that have come up. I mean, I find every day is interesting in art materials. There's always something new to learn. There's always new things that we're bringing in, new ways to learn how to use a product. If you ever have any tips, let us know. Something that really has worked for you that we should know about. If there's ever a product that you can't find that you're interested in, let us know. We're always looking at new products. We'll somehow find a space for it in our main floor here. If you ever have any questions, again, just shout us a line at info@gwartzmans.com. You can give us a call at the store, and we would love to see you here on Spadina Avenue. I look forward to seeing you all again. Until then, hope you have a great day, a great week, and please keep on creating. Oh, wait a minute. One more thing I really should talk about. We were approached by Patrick Morrison from Kensington Market BIA. There is a group that are trying to arrange for art materials to be sent to children in Ukraine. We have put aside our own donation of art materials for that purpose, but it is open to the public if there is anything that you would like to help out with. We are a drop-off point here in Toronto, so if you are downtown and there's a new item that you would like to bring in that is an art material, we have a box here where we are accepting donations. If you would like to buy anything that we have in the store, we have a list of the items that they're looking for. We will give you 20% off on that particular item that will then go into the box that's going to be picked up probably this week and go to children in Ukraine. I hope you can help us out. It is really I think art is partially what we say is a healer. So anything you can do would help. And as I say, we're doing our part as well. Until then, please keep on creating. I hope you have a great day, great week, and please get outside too. Until then, bye-bye.